What's grinding, everyone? Today we are just taking a quick look at how to calibrate your grinder. But for this video, it's only applicable for some of the series, mainly the K series and JMax. So this includes the KMax, K Plus, K Pro, the ZP6 as well, since they have the same mechanism, and the JMax. So once you get your grinder, once you open up your grinder, it should be ready to use. You don't have to disassemble them. Most of the grinder will come pre-calibrated. But if it's not, or after a while, if you see some calibration start loosening up and you want to recalibrate your grinder, especially when you take it apart and clean it. This is how you're going to be doing it. Very simple, and we're just going to go straight right to the point. Let's get calibrated. So to calibrate this grinder, so for example, if you take this grinder out from the box, obviously this one we've been used and been dropped a few times in our cafe, and then you find that, oh, the red dot here is actually not at 0, so we're gonna tighten it up as much as we can, but don't over tighten it. You can see here, this red dot here, it's at number 1, and we want to move it to 0. So there can be 3 scenarios. Is that most of the time this grinder will come pre-calibrated, which means that this dot here will be at 0 at the tightest position. Let's take a look at the inside. So here, this is our tightest position, but it's not at 0. Your burr at this point will be closed. Okay, all right. So we want to be moving this red dot to 0. So to do this, we have to loosen up the burr. So this here is the narrow thumb nut, so we are going to be loosening this. To do this, very simple. We are going to change the grind size, coarsen it up to maybe around 4 or so. You can see here that the burr right now is open and you can push the burr in. Okay, so we're going to be using your finger from the bottom here, push the burr up. This will allow this nut here to move. Okay, so we're gonna loosen it up, maybe 3 or 4. So 1, 2, around there, maybe, we'll see. And then we're gonna try close up again. You can see now it's moving past 1. Okay, so we need a little more right now. This red dot here is about 0.5. So we're gonna coarsen it up so that allows us to move here. Push up again the axis, and then coarsen this one up a little bit. Okay, perfect. Let's try that again. I think maybe just a little bit more. Okay, perfect, right there. And now we have the red dot at 0. Okay, so now your grinder is calibrated. If you find your grinder, the red dot, let's say it's come at around 8 or so, you would have to do the opposite. That's all it is. Yeah, but here, this is good. Our 0 is where the tightest position of the burr is touching right now. So there you go, very simple. And go to my favorite grind size for pour over, 7.5. Now it's ready to use.